Hello, welcome back to Deadly Effigy. I'm Luke Lagow, and in this video, I paint something boring, then show you what I did to try to bring it back to life. So, let's get that boring painting painted. Before you wonder, no, I did not purposefully paint a boring painting for this video. I just do that naturally sometimes. So I had this image in my head of a side view, screaming, feminine face with dark eyes and black teeth and hair flowing as if it's underwater. I was thinking maybe it was some kind of harpy or siren or banshee kind of thing. In most of my paintings, I start with an idea, and somewhere during the process, the painting tells me what it wants to be, and then leads me in that direction. That just didn't happen with this one. So, how do I fix this? Do I paint over it? Of course, the answer is yes. Just kidding. Got ya good. You should see your faces. But the answer is still yes, just not completely. First off, what can I pinpoint that is actually wrong with it? I like the composition. It has some movement. That might be the only thing that's keeping me from starting over. But this painting is really giving me Bat Boy vibes. If you grew up in the 90s, you probably saw this adorable little brat toward the bottom of the magazine rack in your hometown grocery store. So I'm going to try to move away from that by thinning down those big apple cheeks. Color-wise, I think the colors are okay. They definitely aren't very engaging. So I should pump up the color and maybe add some more complementary colors in a few places. If you don't know what complementary colors are, it's two colors on opposite sides of the color wheel. Essentially, if you have a lot of cool colors, blues, greens, purples, etc., you should find a few places to add some warm colors, reds, orange, purples, etc. Adding these will make every color pop, but be careful. Sometimes this can make garish color combos. This is called vibrating color. See how it's hard to focus on the exact point where the colors meet? You might want to stay away from painting something you can't focus on, but that might be what you're going for, so it's up to you. Also on the topic of color, balance. If you add a little red to one side of the painting, you should try to add it somewhere on the other side as well, or at least warm up the other side. Unless you mean to draw attention to one area, like I kinda did with the tongue here. But I'm going to still add some warmer tones to the opposite side of the painting just to balance it a bit. And the last is technique. I'm talking about brush strokes, scratches, little embellishments, glazing. Overall, is it a soft piece or a frantic painterly piece? Is there energy in the movement, and if there is, what kind of energy? Fluid or jagged? And also, if it looks cool, great. Keep it, maybe draw even more attention to it. I mean, it's a painting. Use that to your advantage. Show off those brush strokes if it looks cool. You'd be surprised what you can get away with. Add another dark red glaze over the tongue here to get that depth back. Like this glow around the tongue I've added. It doesn't make any sense at all, but it gives an almost comic book-like feel, and I like it. Those odd markings on the cheek, I don't know what they are. That's her business. Could be scars, could be decay, could just be genetic deformation that she's super sensitive about, but it adds interest. Also, I thought the hair needed a bit more detail, so I'm using the scratch technique again. And thanks to this painting, I've discovered the best way to do it. If I lay down a little floating medium first, then hit it with the scratcher, I can really get nice scratches. See? If I'd loved this painting and been very careful with it, I wouldn't have discovered that. Lastly, I thought she could use some feathers. And I'm not going to spend much time painting all the feather details. I just want the indication of feathers here, because that seems right to me. And I kind of like to add an almost focal blur to some paintings. Also, it's an opportunity to add a few touches of color, kind of like a prism effect from iridescent feathers. So that's about all I can do. I'm pretty happy with it. By asking myself, what's wrong with it? What can I do with the composition? What can I do with the colors and balance? And what techniques can I use? A painting that was dead has been resurrected. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you saw, I'm here every week putting up new videos. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and thanks for watching.